morning. I am on the road on my way to pick up a very special car that I'm really excited about. Our neighbor at our lake place up in Michigan gave us the opportunity to help him sell this, and I just sold a 2002 Ford Thunderbird of theirs as well on Bring a Trailer. Very, very nice car, 5,000 miles, and it looked like a brand new car. But his grandfather bought this 1962 Austin Mini beach car when it was brand new. I've been studying them because I don't think many people know much about these cars. So I'm scouring the internet and learning as much as I can. But it sounds like they only made about 15 of these. Actually 15, not about 15. One of them was right-hand drive, the rest were left-hand drive. Don't quote me on all this, I'm just, again, going off some things I've been studying on the internet and going off of memory here. So, no doors, mainly used for a lot of like fun resorts. I guess one of them was loaned to the Queen of England for a while. There's a YouTube video out there of a gentleman who found one that was originally sold new to Gussie Bush from Anheuser-Busch, I guess maybe Budweiser, creator, owner. And this one, honestly don't know if our neighbor's grandfather is a well-known person or not. I don't know who he is, or was. He's passed away since. But it seems like there is a really interesting story behind every other one that I found of who the original owners were and what they were used for. What I do know about this specific car is pretty cool. Obviously, his grandfather bought it brand new, and they had not the same one, but a different lake place in Michigan. And literally used this car to go get the mail at the end of the driveway. It's like the most picture-perfect Lake Michigan picture you could think of, using this fun little car just to take the grandkids and whoever to go get the mail at the end of their longer driveway. So again, it's in 1962. There was one that sold on Bring a Trailer back in 2019. Sold for big money, more than most people were expecting. Because there hadn't been one that had sold in a long time, so no one really understood or knew what the values were. But excuse me while I'm driving through rush hour traffic around Chicago right now, with a big enclosed trailer. So it has, from what I understand, about 5,000 or 6,000 miles on it, and hasn't been ran in roughly 5 years. It's been in his garage in this small town in Illinois. I just did a little Google Earth search of it, and I see a huge, I think the biggest building or group of buildings in this town is looks like a grain farm, grain silo and grain facility. So my assumption is a small farming town, and it's been in his garage for a very long time. I know that it ran, obviously, like I said, 5 years ago, and it hasn't been used since, but I know that all the tires are flat, and it's collected quite a bit of dust over the years from working in his garage and just being in a garage. But he sent me a couple photos of it from back in the day, and it looks amazing. Maybe like a similar color to the one that sold on Bring a Trailer. Yeah, that's about all I really know at this point. I'm extremely excited. I've been fortunate enough to be around a lot of neat cars in my life, and we actually, my parents bought one of these, not these beach cars, but an old Austin Mini, probably 15 years ago, from an auction down in Florida, I believe. And it was fun. I could barely fit in that one, so I'm concerned they also won't be able to fit in this one. But we'll see. I'm 6'2" and 285 pounds, so it'll be interesting to see. Probably won't be filming myself getting in and out of this car, because that would just embarrass me and leave room for a lot of comments that may make me a little sad. But yeah, I'm a couple hours out from this, and I am very excited to get some footage and some photos, and kind of document the process of getting it picked up and cleaned up, and we're going to sell it on Bring a Trailer. So I'll keep you posted. Thanks. Just got the beach car loaded up. Kind of a emotional thing for the family, of course. All the siblings are here, and the dad is here. And they gave me some extra parts for it. Little rundown on the history of this car. I've got an extra fuel tank. There's a different fuel tank in there now. So they made a different floor for it. I'm not exactly sure of the story there yet, but original fuel tank I still need to load up. That's the other floor for the car, the original floor, for the trunk area. And the original owner made this little wooden mount for the European license plate bracket to mount a US spec bracket on there. It's pretty cute, stained wood. But we'll see what condition that looks like underneath to make it back to original. He's got the vinyl doors, which is really wild. You can see the snaps all the way around. It's obviously pretty dirty. It's been sitting in their barn or garage for quite a while. Last registration that I saw was 1997. The son who I've been working with mainly said it was ran about 5 years ago, but obviously wasn't registered and used very much. I honestly believe these tires may be the original tires. I had to air them up and was really careful about not putting too much air in there. They're pretty rotted out, but I was super careful strapping this thing down. And I'm very, very excited to see this thing come back to life. Overall, the paint looks really great. Underneath all the dust and dirt, of course. But my goodness, what a special car. So special. Underbody, when I was strapping it down, looks great. Battery tray, as in most older vehicles, had some corrosion on it. Spot about that big. But it's pretty dry, or has been pretty dry, and it's, I mean, some basic surface rust as you'd expect with any car, but I'm kind of out of, kind of speechless. It's, I mean, this wicker is, I guess, a little bit of wearing from getting in and out right here. But my goodness, it is very nice. I'm very excited to see this thing come to life.
I'll keep doing some videos along the way to show the process. Thanks, guys.
She's loaded up. I don't think I've ever taken so much time to strap a car down as I just did on that one. Look, I just it's such a cool car. It's filthy. It's got a lot of spider webs and stuff, but honestly, that's not a terrible thing. That means it was dry where it was stored. So I'm really excited to see what it looks like after being detailed. There's a tiny bit of wear on the driver's seat. I showed you guys that in another video clip. And it's gonna need a little bit of TLC, but gosh, it's great. Yeah, I'm kind of speechless. It's a really cool opportunity to be able to help list this car and get it brought back. And yeah, I don't have much else to say right now, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. Background on the car a little bit more, learn more about it. So yeah, like I said earlier, the original owner is this guy's grandfather. I wondered if he was someone well known. There's a lot of neat stories from the original owners of most of these cars. And small town, right? I'm looking around at these as I'm driving away, and there's all kinds of it's cornfields and cattle farms as far as you can see, with the big wind farm, windmills, also as far as you can see. He was very big into farming, and they grew up here in Galva. Sorry for the background noise. Yeah, Galva, Illinois. Population when the son who I'm working with said he was the mayor here of Galva for like 8 years. I think 8 years. I could be wrong, but he was the mayor at some point. I think at the time, I think he said it was like 3,200 population. And they kept this car in around Ludington, Michigan. I think they pronounced it Onekama. I'm pretty familiar with Michigan, but this one is that's one I've not heard of. I think it's pronounced Onekama, Michigan. Up by like Pentwater, Ludington area. They had the gentleman had a neat collection of cars, Porsches, Mercedes, a lot of neat stuff, but this is the only one that he kept. I don't know how long ago, may have been when he was still around, that they sold all the others. I didn't see or hear about any of them specifically, but this is the last one of his collection. And yeah, it's true. I mean, they literally used it to go up and down the driveway to get the mail, short little errands here and there. It's right around 6,000 miles, a little bit under on the odometer, and it's got the vinyl doors. It does have a different fuel tank in it. They couldn't remember specifics on why the original was pretty crusty on the inside. They gave me the original, and I peeked inside. It's pretty rusty on the inside. So I'm sure that was the reason why. And then there's extra parts that they gave to me as well. And part of it was, I see some fuel lines and brake lines, and I saw some, I think a fuel pump or 2 different fuel pumps in there. So yeah, the original tank still have that. Everything is with the car. They gave me the original owner's manual. The son said he knows at some point he had the bill of sale for it when they moved to a different home. He hasn't been able to find it yet, but hopeful that he will be able to track that down, because that'll be really incredible to see that. Yeah, it's so cool, guys. So cool. I'll keep you up to date with the whole cleanup process. My first thoughts are clean it really well. Definitely needs new tires. Get it running. Maybe restore the original fuel tank. I got to think that through a little bit and look at what the tank looks like that's in it right now, and put the fuel tank back to the original one, and then the original floor fits back in there. I'll probably take that wooden license plate bracket off. We'll see. Those are my initial thoughts, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you guys enjoy the process of seeing this thing come to life. See ya. All right, we got her unloaded. I just took everything out of the car that was loose. It's gonna need an extensive detail, as expected, but it's still overall lovely shape. Gonna need to reattach that trim work, clean the carpets and floors up really well, new tires. Had some rodent signs of rodents in there. I do think these are the original tires. It's wild. But the floor is in good shape. I think that's the VIN plate down there, or a VIN plate. So, different fuel tank. Original tanks over here, and I know why now after unloading everything. It got really crusty, so they replaced some lines and pumps and ultimately got to replacing the tank. But there's a company here in Fort Wayne that does a really great job at restoring fuel tanks. So we'll get that sent over to them. Ace Radiator is who they are, and yeah, you can look them up. They do lifetime warranties on their restorations of tanks. They, I don't want to quote everything that they do, but I know they basically open them up and strip them and reseal them, and yeah. So some of this stuff is just not for the car, of course. Like that is just a carpet runner, and there's some aftermarket floor mats. That is the original floor. That is an aftermarket one that they made.
once that tank went in. That just looks like some funny suction cup sunshade. I don't know what that is though. Here, look at that. And that is why the tank was placed. But the vinyl doors are in really great shape. They obviously need cleaned, but there's no rips or tears. Floor mats, these are the originals. They even say Austin on the rubber part of it. That's like the mesh backing. I don't know what, I can't remember what that stuff is made out of, but that one's got some wear on it, of course. But it'll be good to see them cleaned up, what they look like. Pretty cool. All right, end of the day. Well, day one of detailing it. Everything is stripped down. Obviously up on jack stands, and he cleaned a lot of the underbody and wheel wells. Looks really great. He, I think right here at the end of the day, cleaned these wicker seats, and he mentioned something about cleaning them and then not sitting in them for a little bit so they don't warp. So those are looking good. The dash looks great. Obviously those little labels are, well, I shouldn't say obviously. I don't believe they're original. So we'll probably, I'll do a little research on that, and if they're aftermarket like I believe they are, I'll probably take those off. This little back area looks awesome. We have the tank out, the aftermarket tank, sitting over here, and getting the original one restored. Looks pretty good back there. Out. Battery tray is so-so. Yeah, not good actually. There's that hole down there. I rusted through. This piece looks great. Glass is, God, it looks almost brand new. That's wild. Really coming together. I know he plans to spend, it'll probably be most of the day tomorrow as well on it. What is that? F180931, I believe. Floors look good. This little mark will come out. Little black scuff mark from something there. And I believe that chrome work should really brighten up as well once he polishes that. I love this sticker on the engine filter or air filter here from 1985. That's pretty cool. Pretty clean in here. Of course, some paint flaking. Surface rust here and there, but overall really great. And what's over here? What do we got? Vinyl doors he's got hanging to dry right now. Carpets he was shampooing. They're wet, so they look worse. I think they'll look pretty good We may spend a little bit more time on them though to see if they clean up even better. He cleaned the seat belts, or started to at least. We've got new tires on order. There's the aftermarket tank. So it's coming together. Pretty cool. Here are the other floors for the car. We took off that wooden bracket that the owners made for the license plate. Since this is a Euro plate, I'm honestly not exactly sure, now that I'm thinking about this, why they did that, because there are holes. Maybe they just needed some extra space. I don't know. I gotta think that through a little bit, but yeah. Such a cool car. I'll get another video. I don't like breathing down the neck of our detailer, of course, so I'll give him some space, and then I'll get some more footage tomorrow when he's got it mostly wrapped up. Hope you guys are enjoying following the process as much as I am. Day 2 of the detail, and Troy is doing a lovely job. He's polishing the taillights right now. The wheel is back on. Interior's all put back together. Probably gonna do something with these, with the wicker. Maybe, we'll see. But you can see some of the paint kind of chipping off a little bit here and there. But the chrome work brightened up so well. Look how bright these things are. Under here looks great. Nice. Good job, Troy. I'll pop this open real quick. Got the floor back in. The original tank's getting restored right now. We'll have to get some new wiper blades. Obviously, that's where the tank will come out. New wiper blades coming. I'm gonna leave that wooden plate bracket off, just because it's obviously not original, but it'll be functional if someone wants to use it. I may purchase it, but pretty cool. Good job, Troy.
My back's on you.
All right, so we got the tank back from Ace Radiator. They are here in Fort Wayne, and they have a department that specializes in restoring old fuel tanks, which is pretty cool. So they open it up, they sandblast it, burn it out, whatever they need to do depending on the severity of it. They line it top and bottom, inside out, basically the entire thing with this I don't know what the product is, but I don't think I'll be able to. Let's see if I can get a video, some kind of video of it. It's like that reddish, brownish colored stuff. This flashlight's just too bright, it seems like, to get good footage there. You can kind of see it. And then they bake it once the liner's on. so that it hardens and cures, and they put a lifetime warranty on them, because that's basically better than an OEM tank at this point. So we'll get this reinstalled. We did paint it, of course, the liner's on the outside, but then we painted over it, so it just, because since it's exposed in the trunk area. So we'll get that reinstalled and keep going with the process. Okay, so we know what's happening with the fuel tank. I was just chatting with the technician. Basically all we're doing at this point is we're just waiting. The fuel sending unit we're still waiting on that. And we've got some new brake lines coming. So we will get new brake lines on. I'm gonna have the technician get some photos while he's doing that. So once we get the sending unit, we'll get that all put back together, the whole fuel system, which should be mostly brand new at this point. And then the brake lines, of course, will flush that system. The drums, everything's refinished. Looks great. They cleaned them up really well. So brake system is going to be really great. The fuel system is going to be really great. And then hopefully we can get it started. That'll be the next process. So we haven't even tried turning it over yet. Just want to make sure we do all the obvious stuff first and make sure we protect it as much as possible, but it looks awesome. It's a really cool process. It's my first time really doing any kind of documentation of a smaller restoration project, but I'm enjoying it. And yeah, even while I was over there at that shop, our body shop has a camera that we put on. I have the paint code, but none of the software systems recognize it. It is GR29. It's Cumulus Gray, but unfortunately it's too old for that to pull up in any of our systems, at least. So we have a camera scanner that we put up to the paint, takes a few images of it and puts it in and just gathers all the information, so then we can mix up some paint. We'll mix up some touch-up paint and do some touch-up in any little spots that it needs. Not very many, of course, but there are a few, and I know there's one like right on the underside edge of the hood. That's about all I know of off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a few other small spots. So yeah, we'll keep moving on it, and I'll keep documenting as well as I can, and hopefully this video turns out well. Thanks.